Whether you want to learn more about R&B yoga, improve your physical balance and core strength with Pilates, or explore your sensuality with a sensual dance class taught by a professional pole dancer, or perhaps get your cardio on with a hip-hop step aerobics class, or be mindful in a sound bath, this episode is for you. This video includes tips from fellow health enthusiasts as they participate on a panel discussion. Their views may not represent the views of Healthy Bum Club. Join us as we attend the first wellness event sponsored by Black on the Block. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to click subscribe. Before we join the class, you guys, let us introduce you to Black on the Block.
Black on the Block is a one-of-a-kind monthly festival where we invite everybody to come and support Black-owned businesses and to, celebrate Black culture. We have over 100 Black-owned businesses, and we just have a great time. Lots of dancing. How you guys are out here dancing. There's a lot of that at Black on the Block. Yep. And just food, activations. It's just really a good time.
Yeah, I think the statistics aren't really in our favor for small Black-owned businesses. 8 out of 10 fail within the first 18 months, and we're less likely to get bank loans, and we get, financing at higher rates. So we're just trying to beat those statistics as best as we can, and every vendor that we can to help them out hands-on. So that's really why we wanted to just continue doing this, and we've been doing it for 2 years now and just have seen the success of so many vendors, and that's just, that's the goal of everything.
Now that you know, let's join the class that's already in progress. So for some of you, step may seem like it's such a hard thing to do, but it really starts with very basic steps.
It's going to keep you solid, okay? All right, so, and relax. Carry your tongue up yourself. Down, then right. Knee, down, good. Keep this here. Good, okay. We got 8, 7.
And as always, we encourage you not to just sit and watch, but to participate. This is a great opportunity for you to become introduced to different forms of exercise that you may have had curiosity about before, or just never had an opportunity to try. So take a chance, try Pilates, try some of the steps you'll see today, try the sensual dancing, try this aerobics step class, or even try the R&B yoga that's going to come up a little bit later.
Step it up.
You get to try these routine without that awkward, uncomfortable feeling that most of us get when we try something for the very first time. This is a great opportunity to do so. No one's watching you.
Step it up. Right, left, crunch it down. One more time. 4, 3, 2. Leg curl. And a heel tap. This is 2. Rock with it both times. 2, rock it. Good. Good. 3. And switch it up. Give me 4. And a 3. And a 2. And one more time. Rock with it both. And a 3. And a 2. And switch it up. Other side 4.
And just in case you're wondering, is my volume working? Your volume is absolutely fine. We do have to lower some of the background music because of copyright infringement rules.
Heel tap. Knee. Good, this is new. Double tap, knee. Tap, tap, knee. Down, down. Tap, tap. One more time. Tap, tap, knee. Switch it up. Come on. 4, 3, 2. Give me a leg curl. Hey, knee. Come on. 3 knees. Come on. 3, 2. Heel tap. No more straight leg, side leg, knee. You're going straight, side, knee.
So go on and turn up your own music and have fun.
Side, knee. Straight, side, double tap, knee. Double tap, knee. Double tap, chop, chop. Heel tap. Leg curl. Knee. Relax. Stop it up.
So let's get into this amazing Pilates class. And if some of you are wondering what exactly is Pilates, it's a combination of approximately 50 simple repetitive exercises that are geared towards creating and improving your muscular exertion. It increases muscle strength, tone, particularly of your abdominal muscles, lower back, hips, and buttocks area. Pretty much your core muscles.
Hands all up your fists, sit up to your fists. You can roll up your back, elevate the rib. Finally, you come down, keep moving. We keep moving. Keep alternating. Side elevating. We're not doing no feet. Draw a circle with your.
Because with these activities you can actually lose your balance, as you witness in the video, make sure if you have any weakened muscles that you wait to get the approval of your doctor before trying some of these exercises. Otherwise, feel free to do so in a safe environment. And if you are finding that you're having a difficult time keeping your balance, feel free to wait until you try these exercises with a professional instructor.
Under your body, you're going to take your knee to your elbow, under your body to the front. Keep moving. We roll down. Your lower body finds the mat first, your middle body, and then your upper. Arms stop at the ceiling, we come right back up. If you find that you can't get up without your legs moving, take your heels, your feet should be flexed, dig your heels to the mat.
Isolate their booty cheeks. Where's my Little Booties Matter family? Little Booties Matter? Where we at? Where we at? I see y'all.
Now we're going to get into some sensual dance, you guys. This was so much fun with Nicole the pole. She is a professional pole dancer. You'll learn she's been doing this for many, many years and has amazing strength, as you will see. But we had such a great time with Nicole.
Every woman should know how to work their assets. So we're going to start off learning how to move these booty cheeks, okay? Some of you already know how to do it, and then some of us we're going to be learning for the first time. So we're going to start out with isolations, okay? So you'll go on your mat like so, and we're gonna work on seeing who can get their cheeks to talk to the crowd like this. Think about squeezing the back of your thigh and your butt is connected, okay? So squeeze just that right cheek. Oh, there you go. It should be hopping up. If you want to touch it, just touch it, make sure it's moving. All right, now do your left butt cheek.
So if you find that you could not control your gluteus maximus and get them to move independently, Nicole is teaching us how to do so in the laying position, which we call the prone position, before you do it in the sitting position.
Right, left, right, left. So, was everybody at that? Yes? Okay, so can you buy me a new car, pretty please? Okay? So think about what you want to ask for. Everybody gonna say baby? And then you're gonna say, can you buy me a fill in the blank, fill in the blank. And then you're gonna say pretty please. I'll be like, welcome home, baby. How was your day today? And then just let that boot, this is not an isolation, this is just more of you humping the ground, and then that boot home, honey, okay? So you just lay it out, your person's coming on, you put the keys in the door, they just walked in, 1, 2, 3, welcome home, honey.
So as much as we are giggling like schoolgirls, this was a lot of fun, but it really showed how important the strengthening of core muscles is.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn sideways just so you guys can see me. I want you to get in perfect doggy style, okay? So perfect doggy style means there's some space between your knees and hands. Make sure your hands are not so close to your knees because then you look like a poodle humping on a pillow. Alright, so you want to spread that out. Push your stomach down. Push your stomach down and think about having an arch back. And then from here, depending on how your mind works, you want to think about either throwing your booty up, throw it up, or think about pushing your belly down, 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 down.
So some of you may remember we had a great panel discussion on twerking and the health benefits, but also the emotional benefits of twerking. So this was a fun session as she incorporated twerking into some of her moves.
This one, this move we're gonna do is called a sexy push-up. right? So normally, you do push-ups like this. We're gonna make that shit look way sexier than that. Y'all ready? All right, so you're gonna be on your knees this way, and you're gonna be sliding forward. So if you need to move yourself around, because think about it, you're gonna be sliding out like that.
So surprisingly, a lot of people do not work on their strength when it comes to intimacy. People just kind of let it happen and find out that they either injure themselves or can't endure. And so it's really important to focus on different types of strength, whether it's your core strength, that may actually improve your intimate life.
I'm gonna dip down into the floor and let my chest slide across the floor. So it's gonna look like this. And make sure you go all the way out, go flat. If you don't have the space, then just turn yourself.
Have you ever had that moment where you're like, I think my body's telling me something? Well, this was one of those moments when I realized my upper body strength is not strong at all. So these exercises really reveal a lot about your body.
So think about sucking your belly in and then drop it in the center. When you drop it in the center, that ass gonna do some things, okay? So depending on the size of your booty, if it's my size, it's only gonna shake for a half a second. If you got a little more ass, you might get a little more time, okay? All right, so you're gonna push it all the way back. Suck your belly up round the back. Drop it like a Tonka truck. Boom. Push it back. Roll it up. And drop that shit. Ooh.
You guys, look at Nicole's upper body strength. Look at her in the front of the class.
I recently choreographed Beyonce's Renaissance tour, the Drunken Love song with the pole dancers. I've also been on tour with Snoop Dogg. I'm about to go back on tour with him in Canada in June. So I do private pole dance lessons if you're going to take a private lesson in a studio around the world. And then I also do Reiki, I do life coaching, I do Akashic records and all those things. So see me after class or go Nicole Pole on IG. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Value to add, and I'm just grateful everyone gets to be here and sow into one another. So I hope that everyone leaves with some gems and that you guys get to share your powerful messages with us, okay? So without further ado, we'll just start here to my left, Dr. Shani, and go down. You please just go ahead and introduce yourself and who you are, what you do, what you're about.
Hey everyone, thanks for being here and spending that extra time to hear this great panel that we have here. So I'm Dr. Shanae Reddick. I'm located in Leimert Park. I specialize in the digestive system. I became a part of the wellness, holistic, naturopathic realm since a kid. My mother truly always used remedies, teas, essential oils. So 20 years later, I found my way back in the loop of creating product line and as well as helping other individuals with their wellness.
Thank you, thank you. Woo! Yeah, let's do that. Perfect. All right.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Brandon Smith. Creative strategist, philanthropist. Right now I own a creative agency, Digital Footprint, specializing in content, marketing, all things creative. I also lead creative marketing for Rock Nation. I also am a creative partner for Capital One. And I own a real estate company, Waiting Space. And I throw day parties for those in need around the country. So yeah, that's pretty much my spirit.
Woo! He does it all, y'all. He does it all.
Hey everybody. My name is Marnie Ray, aka I'm Marnie Ray. I'm the Director of Health and Wellness and Chief Operating Officer of Walton LA. And I'm also a co-founder of Walton Yoga.
Hey everyone, my name is Michael Broughton. I'm the CEO and founder of Ultra. So we enjoy some of those great drinks that are in this morning with us. We run a financial app that helps people build credit with their subscriptions. So we have Netflix, Hulu, Spotify. You can turn that actually credit history using our app. So 60% Sensual, excited to be here.
Woo! Amazing. Well, these are our panelists, so let's just get into it. We got our next class coming up. It is the R&B yoga class with Lauren. So if you signed up for the R&B yoga class, get your mat out, get your water, find your space. We will start that class in 5 minutes. In the interim, there's food outside. There's fresh juice to drink. We have a vendor village back to my left. They got all kind of candles and outfits and oils and sunglasses. So make sure you're shopping and supporting our wellness vendors. All right. And yes, we will start our next class, R&B yoga class, with more in 5 minutes.
Okay, yes, guys, let's get into some of the vendors that are at this particular event. We found some very interesting vendors, so let's check them out.
Maybe palms look up toward the ceiling. Maybe one hand on your maybe.
So let's get into some gut health information.
Dr. Shawnee, so how did you get into holistic medicine? And for those that don't know, what is holistic healing?
Okay, so I am a hairstylist and I dealt with a lot of clients that had alopecia, scalp maladies, and so many different conflicting issues on their scalp, especially after experiencing COVID. There is an existing term called COVID hair loss. And that actually brought me back holistically because I began to formulate and create hair teas, essential oils, a lot of different things to help my clients to regrow their hair back. But I also always knew that it started internally. So you have to start within and not only topically. Topically is temporary. So I went back to school and became a board-certified doctor of natural medicine so that I could help with the internal terrain. Holistic health is truly an approach to life. It is something that we got so far away from because of Western medicine, but it is something that if you just go back to the basics, our spirit already knows what to do, when to do, and how to do it, but we just have to reconnect ourselves to the things of the earth. Okay, we have to ground ourselves, we have to understand about minerals, soil. We just have to really hone in on the vitamins that we need, and we have to just get back to the basics so that we can live a healthier, holistic lifestyle.
Getting to these shots we're about to take.
It's another ball. It's all good. About to down this chlorophyll shot. Okay, you ready? Ready? All right.
Her shot bigger than the other one, but let's go.
Oh, that was yummy.
See? It's that mindset.
Oh, it's so good.
Holistic is a mindset where we're talking about your emotions, your mental clarity. It's the body, physical, like today you guys enjoyed the physical movement. That is very important on a cellular level. And spirit. Spirit is energy. The energy that we allow in us and the energy that we project outside of us. So when we're talking about holistic healing, we're talking about the whole body, the whole person. Not symptoms and not specific body parts.
Beach. Down, beach shot.
Not bad, huh? That one too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I taste beets.
Yes.
I love beets.
Right? So I'm going
to this tastes good.
Out of this one.
Oh, and it's light.
It's light, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Very healthy.
It's good.
Yep.
Oh, what is this one? Hey, what we having? We're about to try the tonic, okay? Oh, that's a tonic.
How does gut health play a role into our wellness? And maybe more specifically in our community, like what are some of the bad habits that we need to break?
Great question. There's so many, but if I could just narrow it down to sugar. Sugar is a binder in all the products that we have out here that we're buying in the grocery stores. Sugar is even in the alcohol that we're consuming. Sugar is just one of the ingredients that truly breaks down the digestive system. So the one thing that I like to express to everyone is that every organ has a polarity organ, okay? There's a yin and a yang. So you have your liver, that's the yin to your gallbladder.
You have your lungs to your large intestines, your heart to your small intestines. So if one or the other is not doing right, it's going to pull energy from the other organ. And so that's how when we're on these prescribed medication that it breaks down the other system, because it's overconsumption, overworking, overexerting, so that it has to pull that energy from somewhere else. In our communities, we have fast food on every corner, or even 3 on a block. We even have a liquor store flooding us. We don't have great markets and opportunities to shop fresh food, real food. We really got away from cooking in our homes, but now on social media I see a lot of people showing meal preps. So that is something that you should follow and look at, because it's allowing it to be repetitive now, to unlearn the bad habits and bad ways that's stuck in your subconscious, to now relearn something positive and colorful and exciting and along with the music and everything. So it's bringing you back to this center and this place spiritually where you can have an eye opener and awareness, because everything that is the gut is the brain. So what's being fed here goes and sends a signal to the hormones here in your hypothalamus and your pituitary, your pineal gland. All of these are divine connections to the digestive system. So whenever we're off balance, we have to check the gut. The gut is the first source, the first brain, and a lot of times we don't really focus on that because we're looking at the outer appearance. But if I did a physical observation on a lot of you out here, I could just look at some markers that is strictly on your face, your fingernails, or even in the irises of your eyes that will tell the story of your soul. And so we just really have to factor in that self-medicating is the way to go. We really need to deal with our emotions and get rid of the sugar.
So this is their behind the scenes of how it really went down.
Not bad, huh? See? It's that lime flavor to it, right? Okay, so now this is the beach shot. Let me shake this up. And so the beach shot, I like to take.
So what are 3 things that people can do today to start taking better care of their gut health? Okay, that's really good. So one of the things that I think we need to pay more attention to is a parasitic infestation. At my booth, whoever was coming to my booth, I asked them, did you want to test to see if you had any parasites? It is very important that we start with these foreign objects or things that's inside our body, because they're living as a host. We're now a host to them, so they're taking over, they're invading our space. So what it is they're creating the cravings in the body for the sugar, okay? They're making you moody, they're making you fatigued, and they're making you actually show up, not making you, but you're having blemishes and things show up on your skin, because now it has gotten so far out that it's trying to release, because that's all the body knows how to do is to heal and detox. So it's trying to come out, but it's not able to because it's not a big enough opening orifice. So parasitic infestation is something that we need to see if we have that in order to eliminate a lot of the underlying conditions that we may be dealing with. The next thing I would say is that you can come to my booth if you would like to try it there. And then a fungal, candida, yeast overgrowth, mucus, that's important. So what I'm basically saying, metals, heavy metals. So what I'm saying to you is, the foundation is to make sure we eliminate before we reset. You want to make sure if you are a host to any of those type of conditions in your body, because what it does is it's going to make you still feel unhealthy even if you're taking supplements, even if you're exercising, even if it doesn't matter. If these are the conditions that are festering and growing inside of you, you're still going to feel unhealthy. You're still going to feel unworthy. Your mental state is not going to be there. The mental clarity, the vision is not going to be there. When you have parasites, last year I put myself on my backup program since we're talking about journeys that we're on. I literally was going through this phase of what's going on with me. My eyes were dark underneath here, and I was just like, something's not right. So I put myself on the program, and on
the 8th day, I pooped out parasites. Had no clue that I had parasites. The minute that it was the longest bowel movement that I had, no lie, it was the best. My body went through convulsions because I'm releasing, and it took a little bit longer than any other time. However, an hour later, I literally had a haze lifted off of my vision and I could see clear. The blemishes immediately cleared up. Now I'm having this glow to my skin. Now I'm not tired anymore. Now I'm not craving sugar. So I am a product of my product that I'm saying you must cleanse the body first. And then I also have a reset guide because I have a men's gut health program and a women's gut health program due to the hormones. Hormones play a huge factor in your digestive system, and men's hormonal level is different than women. So these are some of the things. And one other thing I recommend you guys that I really love so much, I don't know if you heard of it or not, but I did pitch myself to your walk clip. Yeah, that's So I want to start incorporating in our community that we do tapping meditation. Tapping meditation is so huge on the nervous system, with our hypothalamus, in our brain, our pituitary gland. It is so important to open up these pathways. Tapping is a round of negativity first. You're going to tap around getting rid of negative thoughts, preconceived notions, things that you got gathered from other people that might not have been for yourself. And then you're going to do rounds of tapping that's positive, affirming yourself, speaking highly of yourself. The minute that you're done, you're either going to feel fatigue, because the body wants to go into healing mode, and it starts to alkalize when it does that, so it makes you want to sleep. Or you're going to immediately have to urinate, because that means your lymphatic system out, all the circulatory system is flowing fluid, and our waste is ready to get out. So tapping is so important, and you can tap anytime you feel overwhelmed, stressed, any moment. You can just sit there and tap. So those are some of the things that I think you guys should go home and consider. You can stop by the booth, and I have supplements there that you can test through kinesiology, which is muscle resistance testing, and we can figure out if you have parasites or yeast infestation.
So good, so good. Yes, good. I do a parasite cleanse every 3 months. Because ain't no parasite gonna get me. Okay? That's what I know is not going to happen.
And let me just share really quick where parasites can come from, you guys. Anybody eat sushi? Okay. Salmon, it's inside of there. Think about our fruits and our vegetables. If you guys are only rinsing and you're not soaking them in your sea salt or apple cider vinegar, like think about the flies that actually gets on the fruit, hatch, lay egg, and then we're swallowing it. And then all they need is moisture, darkness, and a nice room temperature. Our internal terrain has all of that. And then it's going to hatch and grow. They don't hatch and have babies like us, one at a time or a couple. They hatch. And they not only stay inside of your small or large intestines, they travel. So if anybody ever just been itchy, like, oh my God, I'm just so itchy, hey, you guys probably have some parasites that have now reached the surface of your skin.
The good thing is there is a cure. Okay, you are fancy, okay? Get the class, please, people. Because she is scaring everyone. But we will be okay. There is definitely going to be a line. What a sale. Okay, oh my gosh. All right, Raymond. So, two-part question again.
Wait, I'm scared as hell, man. I'm scared. Give me to the booth.
She is filling out parasite cleanse quickly.
So the beef shot is good for the blood building. Blood building. Blood circulation, boost energy, morale. Okay, there we go.
Bottom turn.
Not bad.
Not bad. See? Oh, I taste beets.
Yeah.
So it tastes like the earth. I love beets.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a sample out of this one.
Talk to us about Walk Good LA.
Okay, so Walk Good LA is my family's nonprofit organization. We started in 2020 during the racial uprising, during Black Lives Matter, after the killings of Ahmaud Arbery, say his name, Ahmaud Arbery. Breonna Taylor, say her name, Breonna Taylor. And George Floyd, say his name, George Floyd.
So while people were chanting in the streets, "I can't breathe," my family and I came together and created something called Breathe Good, which is a 1-hour donation-based yoga class in the park in response to the stress that we were feeling as a community, as a collective, and going back to what we were saying earlier about really a way for us to come together, a way for us to support each other. I mean, we have lawyers inside of the park that were taking yoga that helped us file for a 501c3, and they didn't charge us anything but the actual state fees. We had people inside of the crowd who wanted to sell, their own things, and so we started doing vendors, and we really created a space through wellness, kind of like this, for now the Black dollar to also be circulated. So not only were we taking care of ourselves, like you mentioned, but we were learning how to take care of others. And so the first class was literally 30 people, and I was like, oh yes, 30 people? Oh, we're good, we're lit. And then the next class, 50, the next class was 60, and then we went around one day, we had 400 people in the park. Woo! Yes. Yes, so we did that donation-based community yoga for 3 years, and then this year, just about a month and a half ago, we opened up our brick and mortar, the Walking Yard. And the brick and mortar is sponsored by Propel and Michael B. Jordan, who is paying for the first year of our rent. So it has been, it has been a blessing. But it's just proof that when you do good for others, good will definitely come back.
Hands to your right foot or ankle. You're going to inhale your right hand up and behind you. And
So today we're also going to enlighten you a little bit more on what exactly yoga is. Yoga kind of seems like this heebie-jeebie type of practice, or this practice that has these list of requirements. And so people have a variety of insider perspectives as to what yoga is. So we're going to give you some insight today. I know that for some people, the practices of perhaps using the chants or saying namaste is uncomfortable, but the good thing is you can make yoga what you want it to be. You don't have to use that particular term, which really just refers to I bow to the light that I see in you. You can bow to God if you prefer to do that, and use the practices or the exercise itself as a form of meditation for your spirituality and match it to what is important to you.
left side now. So when you're ready.
What is yoga, and how did you personally find that as an avenue for your wellness?
Yeah, so yoga, for a lot of people, I get that a lot. They always tell me, they're like, oh, I'm not flexible, so I'm not coming to take your class. And I was like, no, that's why you need to come and take my class, because it's a practice. It's not a perfect, it's not a performance. We're going to practice. But really going back to even what Dr. Shani was saying is that this is all very westernized concepts and thought processes of what yoga is. So when we think of yoga, we think of the physicality, we think of your 60-minute yoga class, you think of the cute little Lululemon, or in my case, my Nike leggings, that's what you think of. But it's so much deeper than just the physicalities. It's so much deeper than just the body, an important part. But it's about connection. It's about connecting to yourself. For me, I always say that I feel like I'm the closest to God whenever I practice yoga, because I feel like I'm the closest to myself. I can hear myself think. And then it's also community. It's being able to learn the lessons. I always say that yoga is like life. Because in life, you're going to be put inside of these uncomfortable positions, because that's a part of life. But you have to learn how to breathe through it. You have to learn how to calm your mind and get through it. And you have to learn what works for you to get to the other side. So I think that there is a common misconception that yoga is going to cure everything, right? Like you're going to take a yoga class and then all of a sudden you're going to be this almighty, oh, nothing phases me anymore. And it's like, no, what it does is it teaches us that life is all about balance. And that's, I think, the commonality of what we're talking about on the panel. Life is all about balance. For all of the good times, there are going to be some bad times, and that's just because we are human, and that's what humans do. And so I think that yoga and the practice of mindfulness reminds us how to be still and how to carry on.
And then forward, or crescent, arch you up toward the sky.
So how flexible are you? Can you give some of these yoga stretches a try?
Pose. Exhale, reverse the warrior. And then we go, actually open up star pose. All right, guys, this time squat all the way down, hands on your knees. You're gonna push your right shoulder forward. Twist so hard you're looking behind you. So good shoulder stretch, switch it out. Now start to switch it out on your own. Maybe you need the right side, maybe you need the left side.
Because, I'm a gym girly, I be lifting weights, a downward dog is crazy. Okay? How long are we going to hold this?
Okay, so I've actually been on my weight loss journey. Since last year, I've already lost 30 pounds. And I've been lifting weights as well. And I will notice that my entire practice has changed. And the way I approach workout has changed too, because now I'm working out for my mind. And I realize I'm like, okay, breathe, Marley. Exhale here. Okay, I'm telling myself that this isn't working, I hate this. How can I come back to the mindfulness aspect and be like, work my way and talk my way through this? And then when I'm teaching yoga, I'm like, oh, okay, how can this actually supplement what I'm doing in the gym as well? And so again, it's all about balance, but it really does go hand in hand.
You're going to interlace your fingers behind you. Push your shoulder blades back. And then you take your hands, come all the way down, arms are overhead. Try to challenge yourself here. And then release your grip, let your head hang heavy. Slowly roll up. Last thing you come up to be your head. Good. Arms out to your feet.
So what we really loved about this R&B yoga session is that it is a great example of how to apply a certain form of exercise and adapt your own culture to it. And so here we are able to utilize our love for R&B music and apply it to yoga and still get some of the community benefits and physical and mental health benefits from the workout.
Roll it out. Good. Shake it out just a little bit. We're going to take a seat. Tell everyone, and that's a little bit of a freestyle here. Hey, yes. Bring it up for round two. Now we know what we're doing. Up on your tippy toes. And break it down. Break it down. That was slow R&B yoga. Hey, yes, yes, yes. Good. That's round. Moving up. All right, this time, up on your toes. And wind it in. Wind it in. Hey, all the way down. Yes. Freestyle at the bottom. Everyone feels good. Hey, hey. All right, guys, take a seat. Take a seat. Yeah. Everybody got one. Wait till the legs back. Score your feet. Reset. All right, guys, come on in. So you're going to start to rock along your spine. Now, this is another challenge. You may not be able to do this. You're going to try. Yes, you got it. You got it. Yes. Yes. Oh, try it.
So one of the key things to sticking with the routine, which is what she's doing here, is celebrating the wins. Don't forget, in every exercise regimen, every stride, make sure you celebrate your wins.
And I think the best yoga teachers, like, as I've been getting you in the practice, like, they help you come back to that mindfulness, because your mind is constantly going to run. And so to just have a good instructor and somebody that really helps you breathe and connect back to your body, like, that's one of the hardest parts, is like present.
Can we just even acknowledge what mindfulness means? Because I think that these words, mindfulness, health and wellness, have all been so commodified, but we don't really know what they mean. And so mindfulness, y'all, literally just means to remember. It means to be mindful. It's like, okay, if I'm writing an essay, I need to be mindful. If I'm putting a comma or a period, it's about remembering. And so I think that even when we know what these terms actually mean, it takes a layer off of that stigma of it being like this woo-woo, out in the ether thing. Being mindfulness is just remembering, hey, I hung my keys up on the side of the door today. Let me go grab those because I know I'll need them later. It's that basic, and we use mindfulness in everyday life, in all of our practices, anything that we do is mindfulness.
So one trending practice in building your restorative health is using sound baths. So many may be not familiar with what sound baths are, and they are relatively new, but a sound bath is a deeply immersive full body listening experience in which you are using sound intentionally to invite gentle yet powerful therapeutic and restorative processes to really nurture your body, mind, and spirit. It may be a little challenging to hear the sound that's being used, which is why this is typically done in a quiet environment.
How do you believe people can start being more mindful and taking better care of their body?
There's a lot of ways. It's actually very simple, and I think that we like to overcomplicate things. Something that my auntie Cheryl always says is how important it is to get a checkup from the neck up. And growing up, I used to always think that that just meant like your sinuses, you know, like your common cold, make sure that you're good. If you need a vaccination, go get your vaccine. You know, like that's what I thought that it was until I got into the mindfulness space, and I realized that getting a checkup from the neck up, what's inside of here is your brain, your mental. And so I think that little things that people can do every day is, first and foremost, I thank God every morning as soon as I wake up. Even if you don't believe in God, you can thank the universe, you can thank the spirit, you can even just thank life. I just say thank you because I love to start my days with gratitude. I think that if you're grateful for everything, then you'll have everything that you need. So I wake up and I say thank you. And then I ask myself, and I start my yoga classes with this too, I always ask myself, how are you doing today? You know, and just giving myself a moment to be honest, because I think that that's another thing that we like to do as humans, is we don't like to be honest with ourselves. We think that if we're having a bad day, we wake up on the wrong side of the bed, then there's something wrong with us. But it's like, well, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, but the first step is awareness and being honest with yourself about where you are at, because if we're able to take note of where we're at, then we're able to gather information about where we want to go. So that's the first step. Actually, that was my second step. My third step, water. I've been drinking water like a maniac lately, and I've never felt better in my life, truly. I drink a lot of water, and really just spending time with my loved ones. I have my friends here with me today. I have a really beautiful support system. I'm very close to my family, and just those small interactions for me really mean a lot. My family means a lot to me. So really making sure that the people around me are doing good, and I know that if they're doing good, I'm going to be good as well. But you see how I didn't even mention anything about yoga? I didn't mention anything about going to the gym. Those are all pluses. Those are all additions. If you made it to the gym today, amazing. Big ups to you. If you woke up today, amazing. Big ups to you. And I think that that's sometimes where we get a little bit tripped up, because we think that we have to do so much to be good. But really, all we were put on this earth to do is to wake up. Like, that's it. So if you woke up, you're already doing amazing. Everything else on top of that is a bonus.
As mentioned, there were several vendors, so we had a great opportunity after we worked out and relaxed to be able to support some of our fellow health enthusiasts. So at the end of the day, your girl was hungry and it was time to eat some grub. So why not keep it healthy? And look at these choices. What do you guys think I should choose, or what would you choose? Share in the comments below. So after a good workout, I decided to balance with some protein, some carbs. So I did an acai bowl.
Thank you. Oh, it looks yummy.
For you, what is community and how do we continue to build that together?
I would say community is just everything that's around you, family, friends, people that think like you, like-minded individuals and people with the same, aspirational goals. And I think the most important part about community is just never forget, because in a split second you can lose it all, and then you'll be the person wanting the resources. So I think it's important to just always continue to give back and make sure you uplift people, because a lot of times I think people network and try to build with people that they only see are above them, when people should kind of network horizontally, and I think that's the definition of community. Just looking all around you and just trying to put each other up together, because we all in the same race.
Today was so amazing, you guys. Thank you for following along with me. Thank you for joining with me, and I hope you figured out some other form of exercise that you can do. Exercise sometimes can seem so taxing in terms of our schedules, but we really have to prioritize exercise and treat it as a treatment. If we don't want to be on the medications for blood pressure or diabetes, guess what? Use exercise as your treatment and treat it as such. So this is Dr. T, the hand behind the handle of Healthy Bump Club, here on YouTube and healthybump.club on Instagram. We thank you guys for joining us today. And thank you to Black on the Block for sponsoring today's event. I'm about to go and get into this acai bowl, okay? All right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in next episode.